Welcome back. Well, this video is going to provide a high-level overview of all the best strategies for a local business to expose themselves on the internet. And I'm going to cover search engines and a brief overview of email marketing and some quick philosophies on search marketing and social media marketing. I'm also going to discuss mobile marketing with the many channels and why we only focus on a few. And I'm going to clarify mobile marketing is really just a simple distribution means and not necessarily a strategy. Okay, now moving on to driving traffic. We know the internet is all about people, and there's lots of people. And we want to send these people to a local business, and we want to send only potential buyers. We don't want to waste our time and money sending people to a location for a product or service that they can't purchase, so we want to send qualified buyers. We call this driving traffic. I also want to make it clear that this is not a complete list of every possible way to drive traffic, but there are methods that work, and I cover a lot of those methods and the best ones that do work. In addition, there's many of these methods complement one another, and this is a very important point to note. For example, article marketing. It's going to bring in some natural traffic from your articles, but it's also a practice used in marketing your client's website in the search marketing world. We call this SEO, search engine optimization in a nutshell. But the more links that you point to your website, the higher you're going to rank. So article marketing brings in natural traffic if properly distributed and helps search marketing efforts. Creating a universal theme-based article, giving it to someone to post on their site with a backlink to you is a process of SEO. It is a method to drive direct traffic right from the source. So this one method serves multiple purposes to drive traffic. Several strategies have multiple purposes you're going to find. And finally, I don't prioritize each of the strategies. The fact is that every client is different and every industry is also different, and in some cases, targeted email marketing may not be that effective, but in other industries, social media marketing simply won't work. We just had that debate in our office. What type of local business that could use internet marketing of some form and simply cannot value from a quality email marketing program? We could have been the devil's advocate. We argued perhaps a plumber or a butcher. However, someone quickly demonstrated how one email marketing campaign could work for that business. Some thoughts on internet marketing. And this is the internet, the fastest growing, largest medium of information in history. This is larger than newspapers, radio, television, and the telephone combined. Now, in terms of users, there are more internet users worldwide than all of those mediums combined, with the exception of wireless phones. And this is a good time to mention that the mobile phone market is huge for the local business in coming years. Now, while I digress from time to time, the next big thing for my business is to involve in the mobile marketing. And I'm already preparing some of the frameworks, research, infrastructure, and training to eventually offer some mobile marketing services to local businesses. But I don't suspect that this is going to be necessary until about 2012. We're still a few years away from being concerned about mobile marketing as a mainstream, maybe a couple of years. But don't discount it, folks. However, we've got some good material in the course coming. I remember in my 11th grade, my economics teacher said to us, he said, if you could figure out a new place to advertise, you're going to become a millionaire. I was 17 years old. It was sometime in 1992. That was the birth year of the internet, but none of us knew about it. He also said, good luck to us, since most of the ideas were already born. Amazing, isn't it? Today in 2011, there's still a huge amount of untapped ideas for advertising. And some of these new ideas won't make you millions. But wasn't Groupon just offered $6 billion? So consider MySpace. I mean, all the way back to MySpace, founded in 2003. It's still averaging 230,000 users a day. Facebook, founded in 2005. They're bringing in over 800,000 users a day. Niche social sites are still being found weekly, and each of these sites offer a different service and are a new advertising opportunity. On the other hand, we all know of the dot-com bubble in 2000. This was the time of banner advertising. Companies like Vonage, they've recently done well with banner advertising, but for the most part, it's a dead business. You can buy links on sites. You can sell links, purchase ad space, rent and trade, beg and plea. This is online, but don't forget about offline. Business cards, brochures, pamphlets, menus, mugs, pens, billboards, television, radio, newspaper, yellow pages. These are just some of the methods being used. Well, let's move on to some of those methods. And we live in a world of marketing. I mean, the point is the list goes on and on and on all the different ways to drive traffic to an online place, your client's website or online profiles. But obviously, some work better than others. Now, in the local marketing arena, I know that there are still ways that are completely untapped. Like I said, I know one thing. The methods I'm teaching are hands down the best of the best. The methods that drive the most amount of traffic that converts to buyers. It's not about quantity, folks. It's definitely a large quality factor. And as mentioned a few times, there are several dozen, perhaps thousands of ways to drive traffic to your client's website, both in the online and offline world. While the LMS concept is entirely based in the online world, I don't want you to forget about the offline world. Following, I'm going to list several different ways to drive traffic to your client's website, and I'll discuss a few key methods as to why those methods should be the ones that you spend your time on. Alright, so here's a list. Some of the most popular methods to drive traffic to your client's website, like search engines, advertising, AdWords, mobile marketing, email, social sites, directories, forums, associations, video sites, article marketing, niche social sites, Groupon. I can keep going. Book marketing sites, joint ventures, affiliates, Google Boost, online television commercials, webinars, online yellow pages. Let's see how fast I can go. Online classified RSS feeds, blogs, chat rooms, public relations, local websites, review sites, networking sites, Google Places, charitable websites. Yeah. What do? Put a list up and let you read it, or do I say it? I always debate with that. But remember, this list here you're looking at, guys, is not prioritizing. You surely don't need knowledge in all of these areas. In fact, there are a few methods here that if you became an expert on, like Google Places, you only need that one method, and you'll be able to deliver a high-value service to local businesses. I'm going to cover some of the more popular methods right now, which happen to be exclusive services for a local business as well. First, let's take a look at search engine marketing. A search engine is designed to search for information on the World Wide Web. And Google had almost 70% market share for US searches. Yahoo and Bing, they share about 30%. Well, I guess about 25%, but putting the top three at 95 to 96% of the total market share. You know, there's over 1,000 search engines today, and this graph that we're looking at came from compete.com. It really does show that there's an 800-pound gorilla and a lot of 2-pound monkeys. What I'm really concerned about today are 3 search engines. I call them the big 3. In fact, really, when discussing some strategies to increase your ranking, we're really only talking about one, and that's Google. Folks, search engines drive more traffic to a website than all other mediums combined, including other sites, email marketing, webinars, radio, television, and banners. Getting found on the search engines is extremely important and pretty simple. It all starts with a keyword, single word, or a phrase used to find a web page on the internet. For example, the keyword small business internet marketing is considered a keyword. The word business is also considered a keyword. You need to rank at the very least on the front page of Google for keywords that people are using while looking for your product or service. In fact, something like 40% of users click on the number 1 spot, and something like 1.5% click on the number 10 spot. Ideally, you want to be positioned above the fold. That's the part of the screen that you see on your monitor before you actually have to scroll down. Now, this is a great service to offer because it provides reoccurring revenue for your business with a contract, and the profit margins are fantastic. Right now with that service, we have 6 months contracts. We charge a minimum of $1,000 per month on average, and we're now collecting as high as $3,000 per month from a single client. This is a great service to offer since it provides a reoccurring revenue for your business with a contract, and the profit margins are fantastic. We have 6-month contracts in place, and we charge a minimum of $1,000 per month, and we've collected as high as $3,000 per month from a single client. We manage the entire operation in-house. One single project manager can manage 25 clients, and outsource some of the execution to a variety of resources. Your monthly cost per account is roughly 35% of the revenue, netting you as high as 65% margins before fixed expenses are calculated. This service is highly scalable and results in the top 6 position of the organic local business results, Google Places. It's almost guaranteed for our local business right now. Some niche markets in major cities are a little more difficult to obtain these rankings, such as internet marketing and development business itself, defense attorneys, maybe realtors. The process is rather simple to win these top spots, and with our formula in practically every local market, we've been able to dominate. Now, the challenge with this service is selling the service. You see, most business owners have no idea that the internet can really help their business. They don't understand internet marketing. They're skeptical because a lot of us are scammers or spammers. You're trying to sell them a service that they can't touch or feel. They won't get results for months. You're asking for a large financial commitment, and you can't guarantee results. It's a tough sale. Don't fret. I've got a couple of decades of business-to-business sales experience. We've developed a foolproof sales method. We can show you exactly how to properly educate your prospects, show them that they have a big problem on their hand, and we'll show you how to properly show them how you'll bring them value. Our closing rate for SEO, once we get to the proposal stage, is a ridiculous 58%. We educate our prospects through our own email marketing and webinars, and we acquire our leads through offline methods. And we'll show you how to do all of this. Well, email marketing. Targeted email marketing is delivering a clear, concise message to an audience that has asked for it via email. Email marketing is a form of direct marketing as a method for delivering commercial messages. In fact, every email you send to your own prospects or potential client could be considered email marketing. In the form that refers to driving traffic to your client's website, these objectives and goals are the focus of the campaign for your client. Well, your email objectives. Sending emails with the goal of building and enhancing the relationship with current and former clients and to promote loyalty, cross-promotion, and upselling. Sending emails with the goal of acquiring, of course, new customers and business. And finally, a revenue stream by providing advertising space for other businesses if your clients get into that. Now, according to a recent study by U.S. online marketers, 47% of respondents claim that email marketing is their best avenue for online marketing. In fact, email marketing returns an incredible $48.29 for every dollar spent. Be careful here, folks. I'm not talking about buying or renting a list of 10,000 local businesses and sending your message to them. That's spam. We're talking about building a quality list over time, building and nurturing relationships, and enticing the readers to take a different CTA. Now, if there's really only one strategy that you employ for your client's business, email marketing is usually the ideal choice. But strangely, most of our prospects don't feel this way. We have to demonstrate value. Now, email marketing is our second best revenue source. And like search marketing, it provides recurring revenue for your business. The profit margins are similar to search marketing. And we have the service available month to month, no contracts. There are a lot of upsell opportunities with this. And customer retention for us at its worst point for email marketing was 11 months. Now we retain over 80% of our customers after 6 months. We charge up to $400 a month for a single campaign to a single audience group, and it's so effective for our clients that we offer a full 30-day money-back guarantee if they've not seen the return on investment in the first month. The service is highly scalable, and once you have an infrastructure in place and all the procedures in place, an untrained, unskilled $10 an hour college graduate could manage 24 clients. Similar to search marketing, there's a challenge in selling this service. While we offer a full money-back guarantee, purchasers have this misperception that email marketing for their local business is spammy. Most just don't get it or how it will work while maintaining a professional image. Most feel email marketing is sleazy and will offend prospects. Folks, this is dead wrong. But it doesn't change the challenge that you face to show value to your prospects. Again, we're going to show you exactly how to demonstrate this value to your prospects and be begin receiving a nice, healthy monthly income. Well, you've heard of Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, I'm sure. Social media marketing is the act of using social media platforms for marketing purposes. Now, while visiting the Search Engine Strategy and Conference in San Jose last year, someone said, social media sites will become like air. This medium is no joke. It's not a fad. It started in, Facebook started in 05, but the marketing concept, in 2009, it started. And I'm going to be showing you ways to show your customers how to find and nurture local leads. First, let's consider a couple of facts. Generation Y outnumbered baby boomers. 96% of them joined a social network. Woo. Social media has overtaken pornography as the #1 activity on the web. No further comments. 1 out of 8 couples married in the United States last year met on a social media platform. Not a dating site, social media platform. 80% of Twitter usage is on mobile devices. People update anywhere, everywhere, anytime. Imagine what that means for a bad customer experience. What do you think is the fastest growing segment on Facebook? This blew me away. 55 to 65-year-old females. 78% of consumers say that they trust their peer recommendations, but only 14% trust advertisements. Keep that bullet point in mind. Social media marketing is about listening first and selling second. And social media marketing is all about finding, building, and nurturing relationships. It really is just another online way to generate publicity using the internet. And social media marketing is becoming more and more important in the marketing mix for search engine optimization or search marketing. And we're seeing SEO and social media marketing becoming one collective strategy. You're going to find several strategies we use to increase rankings. It's also a factor in social media marketing to drive direct traffic. And for us, using social channels to broadcast a specific message is a part of our search marketing strategy. I'm going to be teaching you tools and strategies to help market your own business and using social media and offer value to your customers by providing several social media strategies. According to a gentleman by the name of Lloyd Salmon, he's the chairman of the Internet Advertising Bureau, Social Media Council. He says, social media isn't just about big networks like Facebook and MySpace. It's about brands having conversations. Well, no one has published, to my knowledge, a document verifying this. I assure you, as far as the new Google algorithms, the Panda updates that come out, the caffeine that was launched in early 2011, there are surely brand signals in the algorithm that consider social media activity. All right, we'll get into a lot of that a lot deeper later on. The parameters surrounding social media marketing are very arguably elusive today. And the trend is still so new that many bloggers, PR people, marketing individuals, social media experts, they vary in their definition of what social media marketing entails. So on that note, in the next year, you'll see these strategies adopt a little bit. The principles and fundamentals won't. The principle is that social media marketing is still an engagement with an audience that doesn't have much time and wants value. We understand our audience and we deliver what we've uncovered. The fundamentals of marketing are in full force here, folks. Can you see that the onion here is starting to get peeled back? You surely don't need to be an expert in all of these different areas to make money. Let's face it, Google's in the business of ranking businesses now through Google Places. They have the greatest marketing share, and they drive more traffic than all other combined methods. Learn this and offer this service to local businesses. It's that simple. Then grow.
That concludes this local marketing update from the Local Marketing Source Professional Development Program for local marketers. Visit localmarketingsource.com for additional resources focused on online marketing for local businesses.